You know, I don't think anyone will argue that things will ever be the same again. For most of us, this time has forced us into a more online environment for how we receive everything from our training to even our interactions with our family. In fact, several OEMs recently, within the last several weeks, have taken their collision repair training and moved it into an online webinar environment using the same software we've been using recently. And so one of the things that we wanted to do was take a look at the services that we have. Our online virtual 20 groups were groundbreaking when we announced them over a year ago. And to keep with that trend, we're going to do two things. One, we're going to launch 2 new groups. So instead of just having 320 groups, we're going to take it to 5, and we're going to have a whole new pricing structure. So it'll start with our owners group. This is for our new owners to owners that maybe had been body technicians and gotten into the body shop business. This 20 group of other like-minded owners like you meets monthly to cover everything from process improvements to finances, to profit and loss statements, to taxes, to human resources, everything that you need to know to run a profitable collision repair business. And it's all led by a shop owner who's been in your shoes and accomplished and sometimes failed at some of the same things you're dealing with every day. Now, we've dropped that group to $100 a month for your rooftop. So if you have a couple of stores, then as an MSO, that's one fee for you. If you have one store, then the fee is your $100 fee also. Then we started to focus on the technicians and the estimators and the refinishers within the facility. We need to make sure that not only is the owner getting trained and growing, but also the people that work in the business are growing as well. Our technician group is ran by Jason Bartonan and will focus on all of the things a technician needs to know about OEM repair procedures, different repair techniques, first looks and previews at new products and equipments that are in the market to make sure that your technicians are always on top of it. The new pricing structure for that will be $50 a month per rooftop. So all of your technicians within your shop can participate for that one fee and get training monthly. Next, we're going to focus more on your estimators. Now, this group is led by Larry Montanez, and every month we'll tackle estimating issues designed solely to increase the profitability of your shop. Whether we're attacking a single issue within the parts procedures or within the P pages of the estimating system, or we're dissecting and auditing an estimate that someone has submitted to see what's being left on the table. But you will always be impressed and amazed even at what Larry teaches us month after month that ultimately, well, it increases your profitability of your shop. That group also will be $50 per rooftop. So no matter how many estimators you have in your facility, that one price will train them all every month. Now, for an extra value, here's where we get into the 2 new groups that we've added. Well, nothing leaves the shop until the painter's touched it or it's gone through the paint booth. And so we've added a painter's group. Now, I can't wait for you to meet the instructor of that group and to go through his experiences and training from being a painter all the way up to being a distributor now. He's going to teach you the ins and outs of productivity in your paint shop. So not only throughput, but then how to manage your materials, decrease your materials consumption, and ultimately increase the profit and the throughput, which means more money for not only the painter, but for the shop as well. That group, again, being as part of the technicians, is $50 a month per shop. So your detailers, your painter, everyone, we want them getting trained under that group. The 5th group that we've added to our C-20 online virtual 20 groups is a leadership group. And I'll be taking that group every month. We're going to cover everything that no one ever really wants to talk about. So we're going to talk about the highs and the lows of the business. We're going to talk about the current events and what they really mean to you when you read the news. We're going to cover some leadership skills, whether you're an owner or you're a technician in the shop and you think you want to advance. We'll be talking about what's required to be a great leader in the collision repair industry. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the psychology that's involved in negotiations. So understanding how to navigate no matter who you're talking to in this industry and how to get where you need to go to ultimately will increase your profitability, whether you're a tech or whether you're the shop owner. But this group every month will tackle the topics that are hard to find discussion groups around and often shut down normal 20 groups because, well, let's face it, some people are worried about maybe offending a particular group or a bill payer of some sort. Well, that's not going to be one of our concerns with this group. Now, one of the more exciting things that we have to offer, besides the reduced pricing structure for these 5 groups, is that now our virtual VIP program has dropped to $300 a month and will cover membership in all 5 groups. So as a shop owner, for the $300 a month, not only can you receive monthly training and coaching, but your entire collision shop, all of your employees can receive coaching in one spot. It's all online, it's all virtual, and it's all delivered straight to your door every month for what you need. On top of that, each one of these groups has their own private social group on Facebook where you can go in, communicate with your peers 24/7, 365, and ask questions and get feedback from a trusted source so that you're not just asking your questions out into a public space. We are so excited to bring this new pricing structure and these 2 new groups to you. And we know that in this time of change, we can also find a way to make this your best year ever and to make sure that for 2021, we set records that no one ever dreamed you can meet. Thanks.